Hi, friends. I hope that you are having a great Easter week. As we talked about with the kids, there are 50 days of Easter, so we're just into the start of Easter. And it was so good to see so many of you involved in Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday, and the way that we really incorporated our youngest members into those services. So, and a special thanks to my wife for coming in to do the children's sermon on Sunday. If you haven't seen that, I've pulled that out as its own video that you can check out on our YouTube and Facebook pages. And then also this slide is a pic from the visual flowering of the cross that we had from pictures that were sent in and from the past year. And it was really great. And so anyway, I'll be posting that later this week, that as well as its own standalone video for you to see again, or maybe for the first time. Okay, so small groups, Wednesday, today at 6 p.m. on Zoom, and then Friday night we have the parent social hour or hour and a half or whatever it is, and winds up being at 8 p.m. And so all of our Zoom meetings, this is really important, all Zoom meetings for both churches have the same ID. You open Zoom, you plug in this ID. You don't need a special link or anything because we're using the same ID for all of our meetings. So 504-895-8697. That is Annunciation's main telephone number. Then text me or send me an email for the password. Obviously, we don't want to just send that out to anybody. So send me an email or send Karen at community@annunciationepiscopal.com an email, or send us a text and we'll get that to you. But from now on, once you have this ID and that password, you can get into any of our Zoom meetings that we're having, whether for small group or for half-calf after church on Sundays. So half-calf after church is at 11. It's been really great to see folks from both churches coming together, joining in for that, for us to share and to see one another face to face. So that's been really wonderful. We'll continue to be on YouTube Live at 10 a.m. There's a link on our Facebook pages each morning that will take you over to it. Or if you go onto YouTube, do a search for Church of the Annunciation, parentheses, Episcopal, and you will find Church of the Annunciation's YouTube page. And go ahead and subscribe to it. If you have a Gmail email account, you already have a YouTube account. So go ahead and subscribe to it, and that makes it even easier for you to find it. But if you're finding it from your smart TV or your Amazon Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV, whatever that you have hooked up to your TV, go to Church of the Annunciation, parentheses, Episcopal. Let's talk a little bit about giving. First of all, for those of you who find yourselves unemployed and unable to give, please do not feel bad about that. I have been unemployed before. I have been without a job or without steady income, and it's hard and it's difficult, and you have obligations to your family, and we completely understand that. For those of us who haven't seen a drop in our income or our employment, I think that's really important then for us to give, because I think for you to know, our churches still have all the same expenses that they've been having. The only difference is our utilities are down, but otherwise we're paying the staff, we're paying the insurances, we're paying all of those kind of recurring bills. They're all there. And so we need you to continue to give. And we now have a giving site set up on both church websites, and I'm going to show you that so that you can see how to give. If you don't know how to do technology, then go ahead and mail your check in. But this is as secure, probably actually more secure than you mailing a check in. So let's just pop over. I'm going to make the screen full. So Annunciation, you can see here, as well as Mount Olivet's main page. Both of them very similar. You're going to click on Give. Okay, Annunciation, Give. And it's going to pull up, and both pages look basically the same. Okay? So you choose on that page what you want to give to. So you pull down General Giving, Pledge. You pop in how much you want to give, so you can make this a recurring gift. In order to do that, you need to sign in and create an account. Now, why do you want to sign in and create an account? Because once you sign in once, then it makes it really easy. All your information's kind of saved, and you only have to enter that information once, and then all you have to do is to choose what fund you're giving to and how much. It's the same thing over at Mount Olivet, except right now we only have one fund, and you punch in your $5. Okay, so a note about credit card versus bank account. All entities on the entire planet have to pay Caesar what is due to Caesar. And in the financial world, Caesar is MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover. Okay, so they charge 2.9% fee if you use a credit card or a debit card. All right, so that's why if you are using a debit card, you want to use a bank account. Okay, because the fee is, drum roll, 0.75%. It's almost nothing. Okay, we spend more making deposits and making copies of checks and doing all of that and putting together pledging statements as opposed to what it would cost us for you to process it just directly from your bank account. So it's cheaper to the church, it's easier to the church, and the church gets the money more quickly. If you want to insist on using a credit card because maybe you get mileage or things like that, then what I want to ask you to do is go ahead, after you enter your address information, is keep this button, add 2% to help cover the processing fee. If you're giving by checking account, go ahead and unclick that. We don't need you to add that convenience fee, all right? So if you're not able to afford the 2%, we certainly understand. We would rather you just give. But anyway, it's that simple. You enter your information, and again, once you've signed in and create an account, you don't even have to enter your billing information but once, and then you click submit. And then within 2 to 3 days, the church has the money in the bank account. A note for Annunciation: please do not give to the church through PayPal anymore. It takes a month for the church to access those funds. It's a month before PayPal transfers those over to the church. The church cannot afford to wait a month right now. Both churches have seen, obviously, a drop in giving over the last month because I think a lot of us thought we would be back in church by now. And so I think that we delayed giving. And so because of that, both churches really need for folks who are able to go ahead and to start giving again, and the church can't wait a month to receive the funds. Like I said, all the bills still need to be paid. A note on another way that you can support Annunciation for right now, we haven't gotten this set up for Mount Olivet yet, is if you're ordering from Amazon, go ahead and click Smile, type in smile.amazon.com, and then you can choose to go to Church of the Annunciation Episcopal Foundation. That would be who you want to support. And then the church gets a portion. You can see here that just off of some of the ordering that I've done for the church, we've generated $5 for Annunciation. So over the course of a year, everybody that uses Amazon, $5 here, $5 there, before you know it, we'll have a couple $100. So it's a great way to give. And like all of us who are working from home, you got the dogs barking in the background. That's just our life right now, isn't it? All right, I am going to switch back over here. We covered Amazon and Smile. Okay, so if you need to talk to somebody, Broadmoor is offering social work. Please reach out to them. The information's down there, or reach out to me. That's what we're here for, and is to help you. If you'd like to be a reader, please contact me, and I can talk to you about how you can be a reader on Sunday morning. So send me a text or an email for that. And that is our weekend review for Annunciation and Mount Olivet Episcopal Churches. Friends, I hope that you have a safe and joy-filled week, and I hope to see some of you on our Zoom calls. I love you. God bless you. Take care.